Well, this morning, the House Oversight Committee heard from Eagle and Benton Harbor city leaders as the city continues to face a water crisis. State leaders are recommending people use bottled water to brush their teeth, take baths, and cook after detecting elevated lead levels in the water.
News 8's Whitney Burney was there for that hearing and continues our coverage from Lansing.
This morning, we learned the city of Benton Harbor has been dealing with elevated lead levels for at least the last 3 years. The city mayor testified today that he's been sounding the alarm since 2019, but has gotten limited support. Eagle says they first learned of elevated lead levels tied to old service lines in 2018. They've since been working with the Benton Harbor city to coat the nearly century-old lead pipes with a chemical agent, but there's been little improvement.
What we've noticed, though, in the last couple of monitoring periods is that first liter sample that we take that shows what's going on in the home's plumbing has continued to be elevated. So we're concerned about fixtures in people's homes, old brass fixtures and potentially lead fixtures in people's homes.
The state has been providing bottled water and filters in the short term. Benton Harbor city leaders say they've been calling on state leaders to greenlight the several $1 million needed to completely replace all lead lines in the city. Why do you think those calls were neglected, if you feel like they were neglected years ago?
I think a lot happened, in between 2019 and today. I feel like we lost a whole year with COVID. And I think that the political environment in Lansing became so toxic with the protests and the guns and, it just, a community like Benton Harbor, I think, got lost in translation.
State legislators say it was only recently made clear how dire the situation was.
We go several reporting periods, and there's still no change. And now in the last 30 days, all of a sudden, it feels like we're going from 0 to 100 miles an hour here, from we're monitoring, we're working on some things, to holy cow, you can't drink this water. What changed in the last 30 days? Because it feels like the numbers haven't changed at all. Am I missing something here?
Eagle says there was concern that some of the filters may not be as efficient in treating the problems as they'd hoped. One of the big questions coming out of today, what about the others?
Right now, we're concentrating on Benton Harbor. But what about Hamtramck? What about Kalamazoo? What about Muskegon Heights, Owasso, Ionia, Marysville, St. Louis? What about all these other cities?
People in Benton Harbor praying for relief soon.
I'm asking you, as leaders of our state, to look at this as if it was your community, if it was your home.
So if you know that this is an urgent 911, then cut the check.
The state has already given $10 million with hopes of replacing all lead lines in the next 18 months. The city says they need at least $11.4 million more to meet that goal. In Lansing, Whitney Burney, News 8.
And we do have another update from Benton Harbor tonight. The Herald Palladium reporting that water service has been restored after a water main break yesterday knocked out service to about 80% of the customers there.